Welcome back everyone to another emotional and eye-opening story from the world of Korean entertainment. Today's story revolves around something that has shaken the entire fandom community, a moment that started as light-hearted fun, but quickly turned into one of the most talked about incidents of the week. It's about Yoona, the ever-graceful idol and actress, who found herself unexpectedly mocked during a live event. And the two men whose reactions told us everything we needed to know, Lee Chae-min and Lee Junho. As always, get comfortable, because this story isn't just about what happened, it's about loyalty, respect, and the emotions that play out beneath the glitz and glamour of the spotlight. The event started off like any other star-studded gathering. Cameras flashed, laughter echoed, and fans eagerly commented online as their favorite celebrities interacted on stage. Yuna, dressed in a delicate ivory dress, was radiant as always. Her calm smile and graceful posture made her stand out instantly. She has that timeless aura that makes people pause. But what no one expected was that during this seemingly harmless segment, a moment of mockery would suddenly pierce the cheerful atmosphere. It began when a presenter, perhaps trying to be funny, made an offhand comment about Yuna's recent projects. His words, though intended to entertain, came across as disrespectful, questioning whether Yuna was still trying to act cute despite being a senior in the industry. The audience chuckled awkwardly, and even the cameras hesitated for a moment. Yuna's face froze, not in anger, but in that subtle, polite way only someone used to the public eye could manage. You could see the flicker in her eyes, the same kind of hurt someone feels when they're caught off guard, trying to keep composure under pressure. For a few seconds, no one said anything. The atmosphere turned heavy. But then, from the side of the stage, Lee Chae-min, her recent co-star, and the young actor whose admiration for Yuna had already been noticed by fans, stepped forward. He didn't laugh alone like others did. Instead, he lightly leaned toward the mic and said, "I think Yoona Sunbaenom's charm isn't something you can mock. She inspires all of us younger actors." The tone in his voice wasn't defensive or forced. It was respectful, yet firm enough that it instantly changed the energy in the room. The awkward laughter faded into silence. Yuna glanced at him, her expression softening, her lips curving into that warm, genuine smile fans love so much. The crowd started clapping, not loudly but with that understanding kind of applause that says, "We saw that, we felt that." Online, clips of that moment exploded instantly. Within minutes, Lee Chae-min defends Yuna trended across Korean and international social media. Fans wrote things like, "He's such a gentleman, and this is why we love him. Pure respect." Others praised his courage, saying that not many young actors would dare interrupt a live event to defend someone, especially a senior. But the story didn't end there, because watching this entire moment unfold, quietly from the side of the audience, was Lee Junho. Junho, Yuna's long-rumored partner and co-star from King the Land, has always maintained a poised professional front in public. Yet when the camera cut to him moments after Chae-min spoke, his reaction surprised everyone. He wasn't smiling. His expression was unreadable, a mix of seriousness, reflection, and something else, perhaps a flash of protectiveness that fans immediately noticed. And that was all it took. In seconds, screenshots of Junho's reaction began circulating online. Fans commented, "You can tell he's holding back his emotions, and Junho's eyes say everything he can't say out loud." In fan communities, the debate quickly began. Some believed Junho's expression showed pride, maybe even gratitude toward Chae-min for stepping in when the situation turned sour. Others thought Junho's silence hinted at discomfort, as if he wished he could have been the one to speak up first. Whatever the truth was, one thing became clear. This wasn't just another entertainment story. It became a mirror reflecting how people treat celebrities, especially women like Yuna, who constantly balance public scrutiny with elegance. The following day, a clip from a backstage moment surfaced. Yuna was seen briefly talking with Lee Chae-min after the event. Though their conversation wasn't audible, fans noticed the way Yuna bowed slightly and patted his arm in appreciation. Chae-min looked flustered but pleased, a classic sign of a younger actor deeply respecting his senior. And in another frame, something that fueled even more curiosity, Junho was seen watching them from a few meters away, speaking with his manager but glancing toward their direction more than once. Fans couldn't help but interpret this. Some joked lightly, Junho's protective mode is on, while others said, he must be proud that someone defended the woman he deeply respects. But when Junho later appeared at his own event, journalists couldn't resist asking subtle questions about the viral moment. One reporter mentioned the incident directly, asking, Junho-si, did you see the moment when Lee Chae-min stood up for Yuna-si? Junho smiled slightly, that same calm, composed smile he's known for, and replied, I did, it was a kind gesture. I think respect between colleagues should always come naturally. The answer was short but carried weight. Fans felt it wasn't just a polite response. It was Junho acknowledging the entire situation with quiet sincerity, and perhaps even gratitude. As the story continued to spread, netizens began analyzing everything, from the tone of Chae-min's voice to the micro-expressions on Junho's face. Korean entertainment forums were filled with discussions. Some older fans admired Chae-min's courage, while younger ones celebrated the idea that real men respect women, publicly and privately. Others reflected on how Yuna always seems to handle such moments with unmatched grace. Despite being mocked, she never retaliated or showed resentment. Instead, she smiled, held her composure, and let others' actions speak louder than her words. And indeed, her silence did speak volumes. The next day, Yuna updated her social media with a single caption, "Be kind, even when others are not." It was subtle, elegant, and undeniably directed at the situation without naming names. Fans flooded her post with support. Comments poured in like a wave of warmth. "We love you, Yuna. Your grace under pressure inspires us, and you always turn negativity into strength." The reaction from the entertainment industry was just as telling. Several female artists subtly reposted or liked Yuna's quote, quietly showing solidarity. It was as if everyone collectively agreed. Enough with mocking or belittling those who've already proven their worth countless times. Meanwhile, Lee Chae-min's popularity skyrocketed. His fan base grew overnight, and people began praising not just his talent, but his personality. Interview requests poured in, and during one short interview clip, when asked about the incident, Chae-min humbly said, "I just felt it wasn't right to stay quiet. Yuna Sunbainam has always treated me kindly, and I didn't want to see her uncomfortable." That statement melted hearts across social media. The sincerity in his tone reminded everyone that kindness doesn't need to be dramatic, it just needs to be real. As for Junho, he continued his schedule calmly, but fans began noticing subtle things. How his social media posts suddenly included thoughtful quotes about respect, and how he seemed slightly more protective of his personal circle. Whether that was connected or not, fans couldn't help but draw the lines. By the weekend, the story had evolved into something much bigger. Fans began making edits, one showing Yuna smiling, another showing Chae-min standing firm beside her, and finally, Junho watching quietly from the crowd. The background music was melancholic, and the caption read, "Respect speaks louder than fame." That single fan edit gained millions of views within hours. Interestingly, some industry insiders also commented anonymously, hinting that this moment might have changed how many younger actors view public interactions. Chae-min set a good example, one insider shared. He showed that even in entertainment, decency matters. And as the dust began to settle, fans realized something profound. It wasn't just about a mocking joke or a viral reaction. It was about three individuals, Yuna, Chae-min, and Junho, each representing a different kind of strength. Yuna showed emotional grace, choosing silence over retaliation. Chae-min showed courage, proving that respect knows no hierarchy. And Junho showed emotional depth, reminding everyone that sometimes the strongest reaction is the one kept quiet but deeply felt. The entertainment world often focuses on glamour, but behind those flashes of light are real emotions, pride, pain, admiration, and quiet acts of care that don't always make headlines. Yet when they do, they remind us that humanity still shines through fame. For fans of all three stars, this moment became symbolic. Many said this is why we love K-entertainment. It's not just drama on screen, it's real stories of people with heart. Others reflected more deeply, writing, "Respect like this makes the industry worth watching." In the end, Yuna, Chae-min, and Junho didn't just give fans a viral moment, they gave everyone a lesson in dignity. Because in a world that sometimes rewards mockery more than kindness, standing up quietly, smiling through hurt, or simply respecting others becomes the loudest act of all. So what do you think, viewers? Was Lee Chae-min's action a simple gesture of respect, or did it reveal something deeper? And how do you interpret Junho's reaction? Was it silent admiration or something more emotional? Let's talk about it in the comments, because this story isn't just theirs anymore. It's a reminder to all of us that empathy, no matter how small, can change the entire tone of a moment. Until next time, this is Kwavebox, bringing you stories not just about fame, but about the hearts behind the faces we love. Stay kind, stay curious, and keep supporting those who stand up for what's right.